Hey guys, welcome back to Jack on Tracks and another episode of this Fremo build. So while I was sitting at the workbench mulling things over, I guesstimated, well, we came over here, we figured out about where I need to be with this end over here. So I'm a little long over here, so we're gonna figure this out, and then basically I cut pretty short, and I got two files. I'm gonna file this down till it's the proper length. Possibly I might go just a tad on the short side and call that good. And then once that's measured up and fitted right in, we'll slide it in, and I'll come in here again, and then we'll lay the silicone in and get this puppy laid down in place. On the other side, over here, I think it's still on camera, I'm not sure, but over here I got to pop out one tie so I could drop in a power drop for this side of the tracks. I was going to do it at the joints, but I decided to do a drop right here in line with this drop on the other side. This one I probably should have did the same thing, but I just dropped the line right there at the solder, at the joiners. So we're gonna drop those in. All right. Even though Fremo doesn't have a front of the module, this is my front, and everything's based off my front. So. So we'll go from there. All right, let me just get this side slid in place. First, let me, all right, well, we're gonna have to come back. Oh, well, that's already in there. We're gonna have to come back here anyway, later on, and do this anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock this couple of pins in here, keep this thing from sliding around. That joint back there is real nice and snug. We're good over here. And I don't know if you can see it, I'm about a 1/16 too long. So, get myself even closer in the ballpark. All right, so I'm probably, by the time I'm done filing this down, we will be perfect. Like I said, perfect. All right, so. This one's got I gotta do just a little more on this one. What you gotta do is, I just had them here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna slide these on all the way, and I had another one. I had two of them out here. Slide them on all the way, and make it so that when it comes in, I just slide them on and makes the connection. This is everything's soldered, all soldered rail on this thing. Some people don't recommend doing it. I do it. I don't know why they wouldn't recommend doing it. I mean, I understand, like on a big layout, you could have a lot of expansion and contraction in the trackage, and that could cause problems, but this is not a big layout. This is 4 foot, my 4-foot empire, my friend. Then we just slide those over, and then we're locked in place. Okay, and then later on I come in and I just solder it up. So this drop is in. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to break out this tie over here, put the drop in over there. We're going to use one of these. So bust that out. I'm probably going to take this back over to the bench. I also got to make wires for it. So probably going to do that over the bench because I don't have the wires here. It's at the bench. And I also want to, I don't have a soldering iron over here right now. I took my extension cord somewhere else. I don't have any electric on this wall yet. It's in there. I just got to get everything plumbed into the outlets. Into the fuse box. I'm still contemplating doing the ON30 layout, but I'm not 100% sure. I would like to get these modules to a show sometime this year, but I can't guarantee it's going to happen. I'm going in for to get fixed a few months. Had an injury and it hasn't gone away, so I need to get repaired. All right, so let me pull this out. Got this marked. This is all set to go. Go take this over to the bench. I showed you in the last video. I showed you in one of the videos how I did it. So I'm going to go set up over there and show you guys again and get you some nice clean pictures of it. All right, guys, so you saw how tight the ends are. Everything is in the pictures, how clean this looks. I'm gonna use these Miltex more often. They're just really clean looking, and I just like it. So we're at the point now. I slid these rails back, so I'm ready to take this out, and we're going to put it down, get this track laid in. Once that's done, both tracks are done. When this is all dry and everything else, I will run trains up here to prove to you that it is ready to rock and roll. So, like I said, these might not be perfect, you know, off the 13-inch center because 26, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to always be mated up. Those sides are as close as I can possibly get it to that standard, and that's the story I'm sticking to. So let's get this done. Trusty piece. Take a sip of the water. Pretty soon I'm going to start putting bourbon in this thing. I think that's going to be my Wednesday night when I do live streams very shortly. Bourbon and boxcars. As I'm getting on with this, I'm actually, this is probably the ultimate amount that you put on it. It's like a really good amount, and it spreads nice, but it's not so thick that it's going to push through everything. It's not gonna push up around the ties. All right, guys, so we got this laid down and pulled out the old DeWalt trusty extra weight and laid it on there. So we got that in there, and it's gluing down. It's gonna dry. So when this is done drying, I'm gonna clean off this bench because it's the modules, because they've gotten a wee bit just too much clutter on here. So we'll do that. We'll get cleaned off, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at everything, and then we'll start laying. The next video we'll come in, we're going to lay in this siding in here. That siding is going to be 2.5 inches center line. It's not going to be 2-inch center line because I want it to be a little bit further away, because I want the ballast to disappear, because this is going to come down straight onto the cork, and we're going to have that done with like cinder. I like the contrast between the two. It looks better personally. I think it makes everything pop a little bit. So we're going to do that, and we got to do a little voodoo black magic over here to bring it down. I don't think anyone makes a transition piece that goes in there. That would be a good idea. Midwest Caulk Products, a little transition, make things a little bit nicer. So that would be a pretty cool product to have. Do a transition down, but no one makes it. We'll figure it out. Probably just going to shim it, make it nice, and then once everything's glued in place and tacked in place, the void that's in there is just going to get filled with ballast like in the real world, and glued down hard. So we'll go there, and of course we're going to put a set of joiners in the middle of here. All right, guys, we'll be back. Hey guys, welcome back. It's about 3 or 4 hours later, and I know it just went so fast for you guys, right? It's like that. But this is all dried up in here. I cleaned up a little bit on here. I had to get some of this crap off. This thing was getting in my head. So yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this, and that pretty much makes, you know, that finishes up this. That's that, guys. I laid in there, separation. This track's gonna go in here. I'm gonna drive a couple of spikes into here to nail these down. I'm not gonna go. Oh, that one. Huh. Oh, boo! That one didn't get enough fusion, but don't worry. As soon as these things get ballasted, they're not going anywhere. So. That actually might work. That might be a beneficial thing there. But these aren't going anywhere. So, all right. So, what do we do this episode? We put droppers in. Put a dropper in here. So that means from this, we got to solder this up. So this part of the switch will be alive all the way to here. The separation. Put a jumper in here. This is gonna get soldered in. So this half the switch will be powered and ready to go. Previous one, we put these two droppers in over here for power to power the frogs. So we're gonna do that. We're probably gonna throw in these tortoise switches. I just have to do a little more research on them. I don't really understand how they work completely, and because I don't want to do I want like a little touch button, just touch it, and it'll go left and right. But I want to do the non-push one, the one that's just a contact, like a touchscreen TV type one. I got to figure out what those are. If you know what they are, put it in the description. So we're gonna do that. All right. So yeah, like I said, got power here. Got power here. This side's all done. We're separated there, but we're going to clamp it back together again. Next video, we're going to start doing the sidings. I'm going to put some cork underneath these so they don't get snapped off. And yeah, we're going to lay the siding in here. And like I said, the siding is going to sit like 2.5 inches, whatever that is. That's where that's where this is going to be right here. So we're going to come in and drop in. The only thing going here is going to be this on this side, and then the 2 buildings on that side, because this moved over that way, so they get a little more area to get straightened out. So, but that's basically what we're going to do. Figuring, I'm going to connect here, and then I'll start playing with it. You know, see how it does it. But we'll work that out in the next video. Whew. Alright guys, yeah, I know I didn't run trains on this, but I was thinking about it. I don't have the frogs powered, so they're just going to bin the frogs, because I don't have any, you know, anything interesting there. Alright guys, I know I said we're going to run trains in this one, but the frogs aren't powered, so they're just going to stop on the frogs, so it's not really, what are you going to say? So the next video, when we get the sidings laid in here, I will pass engines all over this place. You guys get to see that. That's really it. It's been a long day. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. I think we're up to about 225 now. Excuse me, 425 now. That's awesome. I'm looking in the back on the in my analytics. A lot of you guys watching, a lot of guys watching all the way through, a lot of guys scanning through, which is cool too. But I'm not getting a lot of subscriptions, so please hit the subscribe button. You guys are liking my shorts because you're blowing them up in the first 2 or 3 days, which is awesome. Thank you. And you know, I got more shorts coming, and there's gonna be more cool stuff going on. You guys want me to do like a live stream, like a Workbench Wednesday or something like that? We can figure that out. I was contemplating doing that, doing like maybe a live decoder installation. You guys can hear me curse my brains out when something doesn't go right. Ask me questions. Why do I do this? I don't know why I do this, but you know. So once we get this track laid, that's when the fun part comes. I'm going to start. We're going to paint the track. Get the track painted, and we're going to get this painted, and probably start figuring out some of the scenery. So that's probably sometime in the next month. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit like and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you later.